What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 14. Uh, Netflix has it listed as like part 2, episode 1. I'm just gonna keep, counting the episodes as we've been. Coming off of last episode, we got introduced to, I guess, a new kind of, I don't want to call it species, but maybe a new type of alchemy. Which is pretty much all the episode was really about, was the homunculus. I think that's how you pronounce it. And him wanting to kind of be the way Al is, kind of just a soul or a bodiless soul kind of bound to an item. But I brought this up. I would rather be the homunculus. I don't know why the guy wants to be like Al is. I mean, Al might be a little more immortal, but he can still die. I mean, they don't know that they could damage that kind of symbol and he could die, but the guy we got introduced to, he says he's over a couple hundred years old. We saw him get damn near decapitated and he regenerated it. And unlike Al, he can still enjoy things like a hot shower or sleep or food, etc. So I don't know why he'd want to switch. Maybe when you've been alive for so long, you want to change things up. But we'll kind of see if we get kind of more reasoning into that. That's pretty much all we got last episode. I can't believe Al went down there by himself, but so Al's in there, Ed and the teacher, pretty much going head to head with this dude, kind of taking him out. I don't know how you kind of stop or kill him. We see that he can pretty much take damage, and he actually feels it too. Um, so we'll see what their plan is to kill him or slow him down, if that's even possible. And then I'm wondering how he is what he is, what kind of alchemy allows. I mean, I don't even know what to really call it. It's not human transmutation, but I mean, they are creating like an artificial human. But there's still got to be some kind of human parts. But what it's kind of, again, this is diving into like the deep alchemy stuff. Like, is it worth trying to rack your brain around? I'm not sure, but well, see how it goes. We just got past the opening, and yeah, let's go ahead and get on it. The opening just ended. There's 22 minutes, 20 seconds left in the episode. We are pressing play on episode 14 right now. I still think Fuhrer Bradley is. I still think he is public enemy number one as far as on my hit list is who the government guy is behind everything bad that's been happening. He's number one on my list. Number two, maybe the girl that's under our dude here. Maybe her. But it seems like every shitty thing we've come across in this anime has been at the hand of the government. So they can't be trusted at all. Wait, he's what? What are the chances they are there? What the hell? I think they said he was down south, but there specifically at this time? Hmm. Guess Fuhrer Bradley can put his ass down. Fuck. No, she's not okay. Oh god, there he is. Watch him one-shot this dude. Yeah, why is he there at that exact time? He knows what he is. He's yoked for 60 years old. Why is it not growing back? Why isn't the arm going back? He's dotting the shit out of this dude, by the way. Oh, get his ass. Alright, we got a Hulk v Hulk battle going on over here. He said eliminate all of them. The Fuhrer wants all of them killed. Let's go, Armstrong. Better show me something. Ooh. Come on, All Might. Oh. Oh my fuck. They got away. Okay, he is regenerating, but it looks like he's regenerating a lot slower than previous. He's what? Oh fuck, he has the circle on his eye. His ultimate eye? Which means what? I don't know what the hell any of that means. It's glowing red. Fear Bradley has a lot of mysteries we need answered. Why would he even listen to them? Al should have loyalty to Fear Bradley. I guess he wants to protect her because it's a life, but they are dead. He's dead. I mean, I expect the most powerful man in the country to like have some skill. So now she wants to get out. Bitch, you put your ass in there. Was real cocky and confident when you did. You don't get to just come out all of a sudden. Why is it taking him so long to regenerate? Okay, that was a little quicker. I don't know how you kill him, though. He said he knew his secrets or something. And how is he able to... He's not putting up his shield fast enough. How come he's not putting it fast enough, but he put it up fast enough when he was fighting Ed? I mean, I guess Al is still a kid. Oh, fuck. Dead inside of him. He's gonna be horrified. He's gonna get his memories back. Is that all it took to trigger it? Was blood on the seal? Or he got some kind of memories back? Maybe he's not gonna be so sad about her dying now. I still don't understand what I'm looking at. I see this is how his like soul is being, or the body's being exchanged for said soul, but that's the soul. Oh god. We had a lot happen right there. That's probably the best sequence we've had just for Fear Bradley. Oh god. Fear Bradley is not about that bullshit, is all I have to say. He saw it. Are you gonna tell him what you saw? Oh shit. Fear Armstrong knows, but they know they can't tell him. I don't know what to make of that man, but I do think he's public enemy number one inside of the government. Like he's the guy we're looking for. Oh shit. Like I'm so nervous about this dude now that he might kill her in her house. guess she might have answers to things. What the fuck was that zoom in on his eye? Dude cannot be trusted. I don't know if they're making it that obvious that like it's him, something is up with him. Like they're really just throwing it in our face. Um or like yes, it's him. Or they're just completely trying to throw us off. He doesn't know. They don't know about Colonel Hughes. Did he tell him or he just said don't do anything rash and left? And he had the Ouroboros on his eye. That's what I'm saying. He specifically brought his ass there. Hmm. Oh god, here we go. Yep, it's him. It's him. You don't have to tell me shit. Now does he... Okay. Is he in charge of them or are they in charge of him? And they recognize him. Yep. Okay, so Sloth is whoever the fuck that is. We have gotten a lot this episode. Wrath the Furious. He was created by Father. They're all homunculuses? So he made it seem like they're all homunculuses. But for some reason, Fear Bradley ages. This father? Tell me it's not their father. It is. It's Ed and Al's dad. Why or how? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Well, he's dead. Did he make like homunculuses for like the seven deadly sins or something? We have got greed, gluttony, lust, sloth, wrath. I guess that's how you really kill him. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 6. So there's 6. And does the dad make 7? I guess my biggest hangup is like what the Ouroboros tattoo is and what is it that it does or allows them to do or the significance of it and what's the difference between an Ouroboros tattoo and a transmutation circle? That has to be the dad, right? If not, it looks very similar just with longer hair. Well, I mean, it was obvious it was going to be Fuhrer Bradley from 5 or 6 episodes ago. He's able to father children. Hmm. And who even knows how old he is? We got a lot in this episode, and I don't even know where to start. Jeez Louise. This is probably the biggest info dump. And it's going to be to try to crack this when it's coming from the top is going to need everybody's full fucking attention. We're going to need Ed. Oh god. We're going to need Ed, Al, Colonel Mustang, fucking this where am I on the same episode? No, I don't know who this fucking Monopoly dude is. We're gonna need everybody. The Ishvalans, like we're gonna need everybody because we already know Ed isn't handling this shit himself. But then again, I mean, I could sit here. I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode like alone when I don't have to react and read because there's like 10-minute chunks I need to rewatch, and this 20-minute video will turn into an hour. But this is definitely the deepest information episode we've gotten. So just trying to start from the top here. I guess some of the things that stand out. I guess we need to find out what they want to use the worthy sacrifices for. Because we kind of heard that a while back that they were keeping Ed alive. They've had multiple chances to kill Ed. This Ouroboros homunculus gang. And they've decided not to because they think he could be a worthy candidate or sacrifice. But a worthy candidate is sacrificed for what? I guess, like they said, for human transmutation. But what do they mean by human transmutation? What Ed and his teacher have tried to accomplish to create a life or bring somebody back? Is that the soul they're gonna have to sacrifice? Which I'm guessing, human transmutation is possible. There's no way. Like I said this a while back, you don't keep bringing up like something, any TV show, movie, cartoon, whatever. You don't keep saying this is impossible, it's never been done, this is impossible, it's never been done, and then it actually not ever be done. It's going to happen if it hasn't happened already. I just don't know if maybe the missing part for human transmutation is sacrificing a human. So I think Ed and Al had everything they needed to bring their mother back. They were just missing a part, which was a a soul, like, a soul for a soul. You got to exchange the law of equivalent exchange, yada yada, all that. Um, but they're picking out specific people. Like, it can't just be any random human used for human transmutation, because if it was just required a soul for a soul, then you could just use anybody. Just pick a random bum up off the street that nobody's going to care about, something like that. Um, Now, the only two things that Ed and his teacher have in common is that they themselves have tried human transmutation and they've seen the other side or whatever. So I don't know if the only way to perform successful human transmutation is the soul you use to sacrifice has to have also attempted or seen the other side or something like that. I don't know. That's the only parallel I have between Ed and his teacher. Um, Called it from a mile away 4, 5, 6 episodes ago. We knew Fuhrer Bradley was the one behind everything that had to do with the government. I just didn't know that he was also, I guess, immortal. Um, I didn't know he was in that deep. I thought he was going to be the one leading, like, the gluttonous and the lustful characters. I thought he was going to be the top dog at the top. Like, he was the father, but he's not. He's just another. He's no greater or different than the other characters we've seen. So it makes me, what are there, 7 deadly sins? That, the greed, the lust, the gluttony, the sloth, the wrath, which is Fuhrer Bradley, and I don't know. I'm not big in the whole, like, commandments, sins, Bible, all that kind of stuff. So the 7th one is the father, but what does that make him? I don't know what all the 7 are. So we found out it is Fuhrer Bradley. There's no more hiding it. We know it's him. Um, and if they come close at all, they're going to be killed. Like, if anybody comes close, like if Armstrong or Mustang or whatever, they're going to be killed if they start snooping around too much like Colonel Hughes did. I guess it's kind of pointless to ask why Fuhrer Bradley knew the weakness of the Ultimate Shield, and who knows what he knows and what he doesn't know and what he's able to do or what his eye shows him. And I don't, and then, so that's the other question. So we talked about Fuhrer Bradley and we knew it was him the whole time. We talked about Ed and his teacher and maybe what they could be sacrificed for specifically, or why them specifically, because you could grab anybody if it just takes a soul. I don't know why specifically them. And what this Ouroboros tattoo is, I always thought it was like maybe a different kind of transmutation circle, but it looks completely different. So what the Ouroboros tattoo is, I have no idea. What it does or grants the user to do, I don't know. Have we seen, or is there going to be any other character that we might see that has the tattoo that is not connected to these 7 or the father at all? Again, I have no idea what it allows the user to do. What is the meaning of it? I don't know. I thought that was like their transmutation circled. It was just like tattooed. I felt like that would be smart to do, because if you need to create one, if you're not like Al and his teacher, just tattoo it on you so you always have one ready to go. But he has this on his eye. We've seen the glutton guy has it on his tongue. The girl has it on her chest. And then there's that sloth character they introduced us to. They said they always had to keep him busy. It looks like he was like inspecting a brain or hunting down a brain in a cave or something like that. So we had that info drop. And it looks like pretty much the whole goal of this whole Ouroboros tattoo gang is to perform human transmutation. For what? I don't know what the father's ultimate goal is. Why he needs all these children working for him. What is the significance of the Philosopher's Stone to them? It's just going to be interesting to see kind of how that goes. Oh no, we did have all 7. I'm forgetting envy. There's the lustful, the girl, the gluttony, the wraith of for Bradley, the greed, sloth, envy, and then the father. I don't know. We just got a lot of information dropped there. Let me see if I can scroll through anything else here. Um, and like he's just wiping away all traces. And then so everything we've heard since the Ishvalan War is the government's been doing some like stuff. You know, they've been trying to do human transmutation. They've been involved in this, that, and the other. Why did they specifically target the Ishvalan people? Is that because maybe they were living on a certain land that had things for Philosopher's Stones? Um, the Ishvalan people maybe have something specific to them that can counter what the father is trying to do, so he needed to wipe them out. I don't know if it's like a land thing and he needed the land, or the something specific to that bloodline of people gets in his way. Um, I'm not quite sure. So we've had, you know, the shady stuff with Ishvalan War. We know Fuhrer Bradley's kind of behind all this. Why Ed and the teacher souls, or why they're perfect candidates for human transmutation, and why keep them? Like, why not just capture them and do what you're trying to do? Or if whatever you're trying to do is not ready yet, what if they die in that time or you're not able to find them? Um, I don't know. Let me scroll through here. I'm trying to think. And here's again. I don't even know if it's worth me reading into this Fuhrer Bradley greed fight, given that I mean, they're not working together, but they're of the same cloth. So, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be surprising that he knows. But I mean, he was taking a little longer to regenerate, no? Or was that just me? Then we see Al kind of sees kind of everything that happened, but maybe it posed more questions than it did answers. Um, Trying to scroll through. And then here, does everybody in the government, do they know what Al is? Do they know he's a soulless, or he's a humanless body, soul attached? Because when they had him cut open here, I couldn't tell if he was hollow or they had something draped over him so people didn't know he was hollow. Oh no, he's straight up hollow. Okay, so he is hollow. So they did definitely see him in Fuhrer Bradley asking all these questions, but Fuhrer Bradley already knows the answer to the questions, and then we got all that. I do want to go through that exchange again down there at the bottom. It looks like Armstrong didn't tell them about Colonel Hughes. What I'm thinking is going to happen, we're going to need everybody. The government's going to have to pick a side. The Ishvalans are going to have to come help. Colonel Mustang, Strong Arm, anybody else that might be of use is going to have to um, come to the fight, you know? And so here we go. I want to go through this exchange here again. Welcome back, Fear. And then he's a homunculus that can age, which is wild. And then here's the thing. How did the who knows what connections the father has, or whatever this Ouroboros tattoo gang has? But this fact that Fuhrer Bradley knew exactly where they were and knew the person that they were looking for. I guess they wanted that greed person back, because he said they're split of all their pieces of the father's souls. So I'm getting that's something he wants back, or something he's been looking for or trying to find. But how did they find him? So like, was it just a plot point to like introduce Fuhrer Bradley and his backstory right now? Or how did they know? How did Fuhrer Bradley know to be there at that time? Um, I don't know. I don't know. They all know each other, so they're all hundreds of years old. Even Fuhrer Bradley. Greed, gluttony, greed, lust, glut, sloth. And they all kind of have the same makeup and look. So those five, Wraith and Wrath. For the final stage of the plan. Okay, so this is definitely the first episode that we're in there. We're diving in there. Like, this is the story. We took a huge, hard right turn here. Big information dump. I don't know if it's Ed and Al's dad, but it looks awfully familiar. And is he connected to these tubes? Can he leave this area? I don't know if it's the father or not, but he looks awfully similar. But his hair's a little bit longer. He looks a little kind of bigger. That looks like him from that side shot, but hmm. And then he kills him, asks him to work for him again, and he takes him back in. And that's it. So yeah, just a lot. I'm not gonna try to dive in too deep because that was a lot of information. So Patreon members, feel free to answer a lot of that. And then YouTube, when you guys get it, fill in the questions because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot. What episode are you guys on? I don't know how far we're ahead. So this is episode 14. YouTube, you guys should be seeing, what episode are you guys getting today? You guys are getting episode 7. So we're about 7 episodes ahead. So you guys will see this in what, 2, 4, 6, about 3 weeks. So yeah, that was a lot. That was a big information. Now I'm feeling invested because a lot of the first couple not first couple episodes, but the first chunk of episodes, a lot of it was kind of fluff and didn't really hold any weight to the story besides what happened with Colonel Hughes and the first kind of introduction to the Philosopher's Stone stuff. There's always been the hanging background of like Ed and Al trying to get their body back and like, ooh, the government, but like we haven't really dove into it. Now we got it. So we'll see what the next 45 episodes ish have to offer. We'll go from there. So everybody on Patreon, when you're seeing this, everybody on YouTube, when you're seeing this, have a good weekend. I appreciate you guys. Patreon members, you guys will be getting Vinland Saga episode 3 this Sunday, and then I'll have my podcast up. Episode 1 will be up. I don't know if I'm gonna have a guest or not. She's been bullshitting, and it's already been delayed like 2 weeks. So if I can't link up, I'm just gonna have a solo podcast, and we will go from there. So appreciate you guys. Help us get to 6,000 subscribers. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,